Directory sync is crucial for automating your user lifecycle management. It works hand in hand with Duo Directory, another identity lifecycle management feature, to ensure your user base is always accurate and secure. It's designed to automate user onboarding and offboarding by synchronizing users and groups from your existing directories into Duo. This means that as users join, or they leave, or they change roles in your primary identity source, maybe Active Directory or Entra ID, those changes are automatically reflected in Duo. This eliminates manual processes, reduces human error, and ensures that access to Duo protected applications is always up to date. In a little bit, Reetam will show you how straightforward it is to set this up in the admin panel. Now let's explore 3 scenarios where Duo Directory Sync really makes a difference. First up, significantly reducing the manual workload for your IT teams. Managing user accounts manually for onboarding and offboarding is time-consuming, and it can be prone to errors. Directory Sync completely automates this process. As you can see here, we've set the sync status to scheduled to automatically synchronize every 12 hours. This means when a new employee is added to your directory, they're automatically provisioned in Duo. When someone leaves, their Duo account is automatically deprovisioned. This frees up your IT team from tedious administrative tasks, allowing them to focus on more strategic initiatives and ensuring consistency across your identity systems. Now, let's talk about how Directory Sync enhances your security posture by ensuring timely deprovisioning. A critical security risk comes from accounts that remain active after an employee has left the organization. Directory Sync ensures that when a user is deactivated or removed from your master directory, their access to Duo protected applications is immediately revoked. And you can see here in the status column how a user's status would change to pending deletion once they're deprovisioned in your master directory. This action drastically reduces the window of opportunity for unauthorized access, preventing potential breaches and strengthening your overall security posture by keeping your user base current and secure. And finally, we'll look at how you can maintain data accuracy and compliance across your identity systems with minimal effort. Accurate user data is fundamental for effective security and compliance. Directory Sync ensures that the user and group information in Duo is always a true reflection of your primary identity source. As you can see here, even though our demo environment is currently waiting for connection to directory, this page clearly shows how you configure what gets synchronized. Under Groups, you define which groups and their users will be imported from your directory, ensuring your Duo user base matches your authoritative source. Below that, in synced attributes, you can specify the exact user details like username, email address, and display name that Duo will pull in. By automating this synchronization, you're able to reduce discrepancies and ensure that your security policies are always applied based on the most current and accurate information, which is critical for both reliable access policies and meeting regulatory requirements that demand up-to-date user records. Let's go to Reetam so he can show you how to configure Directory Sync in the Duo admin panel.
Thanks, Scott. Now let's take a look at Directory Sync. We discussed Duo can act as a broker between your multiple identity stores. A lot of our customers have their existing ID store infrastructure like Active Directory, Okta, LDAP, etc. You can manage your external identity stores from this page here. Duo currently supports these ID stores: Entra, Active Directory, Google, OpenLDAP, and Okta. All your current syncs are seen in this page. In this example, we have an Active Directory sync with the Duo Auth proxy, as well as an integration with an Okta. It's very intuitive to manage all of them from one central place. Let's look at how AD is set up. You can reuse an existing connection we have here, or if you want to choose a new connection, Duo Auth proxy needs to be installed on the domain controllers. or a server which has access to the domain controller. Once this is configured into the domain controller, as well as the domain controller details, Duo will be able to sync your AD information. Let's go back to our existing example. The external directories allow us some more granular controls, like how the sync works. By default, AD is synced every 12 hours, but we can also let it sync at a higher frequency than this. This helps us reduce manual interventions, reduce IT time to copy data manually. Additionally, we can choose to import groups and other attributes from the Active Directory. We also have an option to automate the email. Once users are synced from the Active Directory into Duo, they'll be provided an email from Duo that will help them onboard. Similarly, Okta and Entra can be joined via SCIM integrations. Once you create a new join, you can configure the credentials into Okta, and Okta or your Entra will start syncing. Duo will be able to fetch attributes from Okta as well as groups like the UX team group here. Again, we can choose to automate enrollment email for the users. Let's go back to the users page, and you can see some of the users synced from AD, like Grace here. We have fetched the interns group from the Active Directory. And similarly, users from Okta.
Thanks for the great demo, Reetam. So that was directory sync with automated provisioning. Together with Duo Directory and custom attributes, these three features are central to Duo Identity Lifecycle Management. Remember, managing your users' identities securely and efficiently throughout their entire lifecycle is critical for organizational security, and these features can help you achieve just that. With that, Reetam and I hope you enjoyed this Duo 3 and 30 Bytes on directory sync. And if you did, I encourage you to watch our other Duo 3 and 30 Bytes on identity lifecycle management features, including Duo Directory and custom attributes. As always, you can expect to walk away with a clear understanding of Duo features, how they fit into your environment, and how to immediately apply them to strengthen your organization's security posture, all in just 10 minutes. Until next time, have a great day.